episode of the Tour de Tour.
Oh my God.
Pretty narrow.
And it goes to the right, Jason. If you go left, you're going to go off the cliff.
This is not making for very good TV. Y'all are playing it too safe.
I know what you guys are trying to do, smash my car.
Across some of the harshest environments in America, 3 car dealers set out to prove that ordinary Nissans could take on an extraordinary journey.
Where we're going, we don't need roads.
And to finally prove that the much talked about CVT transmission had been wrongly accused. If there was a wrong way to use a CVT, we found it. Because, as we all know, the best lessons, stories, and outcomes are found on the roads least traveled. They're found in the Tour de Tour.
Before we set off, the fleet needed attention. Jason's first crisis, a sun visor that wouldn't stay up. While not exactly mission critical, it was apparently serious enough to warrant some West Virginia engineering. You know, zip ties and wire.
Thank you, buddy.
Meanwhile, Chris and I tackled something that actually mattered, air filters. After days in the desert, they looked like we'd been mining for sand.
Hey, Jason, you want to swap air filters with me?
Jason and I are dealer kids. We grew up around cars, not just under them. But everyone assumes we don't actually know what we're doing, which may be fair.
See, I actually do work for a punk ass dealer kid. So let me pat you on the back too.
That's a Ryan Martin comment. Ryan, that's just for you, buddy.
You know you borrowed those gloves off your maintenance
strings,
man.
right?
But Chris, being Chris, is a bit more knowledgeable and wanted to inspect his dragging undershield. Unfortunately for Chris, we know just enough to make it dangerous.
Hey, real quick.
Do you have jack stand?
Yeah, dude, real quick. What happens if I do this?
I'm so proud of you. You know how to use a jack.
Starting to rain.
With the cars attended to, Chris and Jason decided to set off to get water for our journey. And I decided Chris needed a hood ornament that blended with the area. It's almost as nice as a Rolls Royce.
He needed a hood ornament.
The road out of Cathedral Valley winds through some of the most towering red walls you'll ever find. It's the sort of place that doesn't need conversation. And for a while, it's just us, the cars, and the sounds of our engines echoing off the stone.
Driving out here like this in these cars, you know, it was supposed to be funny and a joke for ourselves about can we do this, but it's kind of becoming a little bit more important to that. I really want this car to make it through all of it.
We beat our cars up pretty hard yesterday. Steering's tight, transmission's tight, engine's purring like a kitten, no additional squeaks and rattles, and I'm impressed.
So I really thought that Tim's intention was for the cars to actually break down while we're out there, you know, and I sort of felt like that's what we were going to be getting into. I had it up to 100 on the Bonneville salt flats. We drove it through a river, which I didn't think we were going to make it through, but sure enough, all 3 vehicles made it through. Now we're only halfway there. We'll see what happens, but so far, so good.
Somewhere east of nowhere, the color eventually drains out of the earth. The reds turn to gray, the cliffs flatten, and the road drops into something that doesn't look like Utah anymore. It looks like the moon. Along the road, we came to Swing Arm City, a UTV playground full of bentonite clay. When it's dry, it's hard as concrete. When it's wet, it turns to glue, and there's no in between. You're either stuck or you're sliding.
This looks like a lot of fun. Look at this. Look what some of the cars have done.
Right?
Look how high they've gotten.
Fucking crazy.
How's that even possible?
That's what we're going to try.
All-wheel drive locked and loaded, baby.
So how do you punish a car and its transmission in a place like this? Simple. You invent games. Follow the leader. See who can climb furthest up a hill before gravity intervenes. Or just tear around until something starts to smell expensive.
Oh my
Pretty
God.
narrow.
And it goes to the right, Jason. If you go left, you're going to go off the cliff. That was really cool.
It was a little nerve-wracking at the top.
Say that this is not making for very good TV. Y'all are playing it too safe.
I know what you guys are trying to do, smash my car.
Chris was busy worrying about resale value. Jason and I did what any responsible would do instead. We found jumps, and it was spectacular for Jason. For me, not so much. That blur flying by my head, that was my roof rack, fuel tank, spare tire, and 2 rescue boards. And once it stopped rolling, it resembled only what can best be described as modern art.
Oh my God. All right, we've given Nora the sacrificial lamb she was looking for. I'm just glad it wasn't me.
It's all for TV, boys. It's all for TV. We're looking for the ratings.
We had our answer. The Nissan survived. Just not my roof rack. But now it was time to leave for our primary stop, Moab.
That was pretty intense. We've definitely taken our cars places they're not supposed to go and put things on them that are not supposed to be there. I want to make sure one thing's very clear. The Juke did not fail. The aftermarket roof rack did.
Damn, your poor little Juke looks naked without its roof rack.
And while I'm getting grief about the fact my roof rack is gone, again, this car was willing to take the punishment like the mountain goat that it is proven to be.
After Swing Arm City, we rolled into Hanksville, population give or take a dozen. And there, carved straight into a mountain, was a gas station. Not beside it, in it.
Tim, is this that
Super cool gas station you were talking about that's built into the side of a mountain?
There she blows.
That is super cool.
This looks like Radiator Springs, fellas.
Back in the 80s, a uranium miner apparently used 100 cases of dynamite to combine 2 great ideas, geology and retail. The result is a convenience store inside a cave that smells faintly of sandstone and diesel. Absurd? Yes. Genius? Also yes. Which means it fits us perfectly.
So one thing I didn't expect coming out to Utah is how many flies there are. I mean, literally every time we open our car doors, they adjust the camera or do whatever. It can be a minute or two, and you end up with 5 to 10 flies in your car, and then you're sitting there trying to get them out and shoo them out. And if the state bird of Utah isn't the fly, it should be.
As the miles went by, we began to spend enough time with these cars to know they had personalities. So in true road trip fashion, we gave them names.
I've decided the name of my car. My Juke is named, I'm going to go to John Wayne. He's the Duke. The Juke.
All right, so I was thinking about the name of my car as well. And I feel like my car, I mean, it's plush, it's nice, it's got this, very comfortable interior, the heated seats, the leather upholstery. I mean, it's just got a very comfortable cabin, and it kind of has an Italian sort of feel to it. So I decided to name my car Luciano the Murano.
That's pretty good.
And let me guess, Chris,
You're just going to go with something simple like Bob.
No, I named her Emma, but I'm reconsidering that.
don't talk about him.
While you're riding in her, she's going to get pissed.
All right, I'm going to keep it Emma.
The miles will do strange things to conversation. One minute, it's first cars and bad movies. The next, it's Red Rocks, aliens, and whether ChatGPT is just bluffing. Hours of open road, 3 opinions, and no way to escape. It's hard to tell if that makes the trip shorter or much, much longer.
You know that this area we're going through is famous for Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid.
Supposedly in these canyon areas is
Where they would hide out after they were committing their crimes.
You can't hide your ass anywhere in these fields. Nothing to hide behind.
So here's a fun little fact for you.
The red rocks we see out here, are from iron in the rocks or in the mud or in the dirt.
Basically, when the oxygen hits it oxidates.
And it's basically rust in the rocks that gives it that beautiful look.
Look at you, Professor Cole.
ChatGPT is a wonderful tool.
For our first Moab adventure, we wanted the full CVT experience, just to see how far these so-called rubber band gearboxes could go.
I think it's time we really give the Nissans a rest and see what the pros can do. And here's where we're at. We're gonna do the real UTVs.
No way.
And we're gonna go hit some serious rocks. So let's go in and see my man.
I hear these are, I mean, there's some steep ass climbs in this.
Oh, you'll be fine.
This is Moab, buddy.
So we borrowed Nissan's slightly unhinged cousin twice removed, the Kawasaki KRX1000. It's a machine actually built for this sort of nonsense. Now technically it's the same setup, a CVT, but where ours is tuned for smoothness and fuel economy, this one's tuned for chaos. First climb isn't meant to be scary. It's just something casually called the devil's backbone. So when you're staring at nothing but sky through the windscreen, yes, the pucker factor is real. The area was a natural roller coaster. We'd charge up a giant sandstone rock and then plunge into the soft sand below. Up, down, up, down. Our stomachs were thoroughly confused. Fun? Absolutely. Safe? Debatable. Next came a place called Hell's Revenge. This was the big leagues. Steeper rocks, scarier drop-offs, and obstacles called Hell's Gate and Tip-Over Challenge. Just one slip could send us tumbling off a ledge. And yet somehow, we made it through in one piece. Our hearts pounding and egos humbled.
And you're going up it, and then there's another bump, and it feels, I mean, your front tires come up, and you're like this, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna... And then you get to the top, and you're like, ooh, at least that's over with. And then you look down, and you're like, oh shit, we gotta do that too.
And cliffs on both sides, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I mean, the backbone was enough. Just going.
Oh,
When it went like this, I was
a little
like,
too far left, a
oh.
little too far right. You just start tumbling.
The part that's gotten me the most is the side deals. I mean, it feels like you're gonna fall. I'm sitting there like leaning as hard as I can.
You have to trust the machine, right?
By sunset, the red rocks were glowing. Our dust-covered convoy looked almost heroic against the golden sky. We ended the day feeling triumphant, maybe even a bit invincible, after clawing our way across both trails. Here in Moab, confidence has a short shelf life. And tomorrow, we wouldn't be in specialty UTVs. We'd be driving in our cars. The question was, had we actually learned anything? Or had we just been lucky?
Coming up on the next episode of the Tour Detour,
Now we're rolling, boys.
We're a little crazy.